European privacy regulators have imposed a historic fine of €1.2 billion, $1.3 billion, on Meta for the unauthorized transfer of EU user data to the United States. The decision stems from a case initiated by Austrian privacy advocate Max Schrems, who argued that the existing framework for EU-U.S. data transfers failed to safeguard European citizens from U.S. surveillance. Various mechanisms for legally transferring personal data between the EU and the U.S. have faced legal challenges, including the invalidated Privacy Shield in 2020 by the European Court of Justice. The Irish Data Protection Commission, responsible for overseeing Meta's operations in the EU, accused the company of violating the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, by continuing to transmit European citizens' personal data to the U.S., despite the court ruling. GDPR is a significant data protection regulation that governs companies operating in the EU and was enacted in 2018. Meta utilized a method known as standard contractual clauses to facilitate the transfer of personal data to and from the EU. While this mechanism had not been blocked by any EU court, the Irish data regulator asserted that the clauses, implemented by Meta in conjunction with other measures endorsed by the European Commission, failed to adequately address the risks to individuals' fundamental rights and freedoms highlighted by the European Court of Justice. Additionally, the Irish Data Protection Commission directed Meta to halt any future transfer of personal data to the U.S. within 5 months of the ruling. This €1.2 billion fine against Meta is the largest ever imposed for GDPR violations, surpassing the previous record of €746 million levied on Amazon in 2021. Meta intends to contest the decision and the accompanying fine, with plans to appeal. The company aims to secure a court-ordered stay on the implementation deadlines, given the potential harm to millions of daily Facebook users. Meta's President of Global Affairs, Nick Clegg, and Chief Legal Officer, Jennifer Newstead, expressed their intention to appeal in a blog post, emphasizing the negative repercussions of the regulatory orders. The Meta case has refocused attention on the need for a new data transfer mechanism between the EU and the US. Both parties reached a preliminary agreement for a fresh framework in the previous year, but its implementation is pending. Meta hopes that this EU-U.S. data privacy agreement will be ratified before the Irish regulators' deadlines come into effect. Clegg and Newstead highlighted that if the new framework is established within the specified time, Meta's services can continue uninterrupted without impacting users.